Hey guys, it's me, But the Gaming World, and welcome to another Fantasy Star 2, the test adventure. This time it's Nay's turn. So let's start the game, shall we? So here we go. So this is the backstory of Nay, how she... I think this is what the backstory about her and how she met Usis, aka Roth. Anyway, time 1284 AW Spring. Paseo City on the planet Motavia. Nay. Nay's journey went on, her lonely, endless journey. Roaring the wilderness, departing from towns, she did nothing but keep walking day after day. Yet no matter how far she walked, she found no place of rest. Her pointy, cat-like ears gave her a strange appearance, but her mind was that of an ordinary young girl. Still, most people hated the biomonster blood that flowed through her veins. Even the joy of being part of a lovely family had been snatched away from her in mere moments. It had happened about half a year ago. Nay had been all alone since her birth, until a kind middle-aged couple found and raised her. One fateful day, a violent mob assaulted their happy family. They chased Nay with torches and set her adopted parents' house on fire. Trapped by the flames, the husband and wife had Nay escape through a dust chute. When she finally emerged from the sewers and made it above ground, Nay saw her home being consumed by the raging inferno in the distance. This was the day that her endless solitude began. She had no home to return to anymore, no one awaiting her arrival. She would never forget the brutal visage of the mob leader, the hunter with a scar on his cheek. Nay had made her way to a new town today. Gate a Paseo. The tall stone wall surrounding the town is interrupted by a daunting gate which is open. The gate guard is standing watching over the desert wasteland with a glare on his face. The city is partially visible through the gate. Beyond a border avenue flanked with trees, a model tower soars above its environs. Okay, let's look around. Hey you! I don't know who you are, but you better not stick around too long looking like that. Now get out of my sight, he said with a scowl. The horizon shimmers in the heat. In her mind, Nay saw herself being chased by biomonsters during her wonders. How long would this keep going on? Nay's parents once told her about a magnificent tower in the capital of Motavia. Just as they say, Central Tower radiates strength and beauty. It bestows courage on those who behold it. Okay, so now let's start. So we're gonna do tree-lined way. Lush Motarian palm trees follow the road as it passes to the row of plush houses. Let's go forward. The road is often referred as the main street. It runs between Center Tower and the city gate. The Center Tower looms over the north side in this expensive park. A variety of flowers, trees, and other ornaments plants are growing here. The place is quite lovely with pedestrians going to and from and a couple seated on a bench whispering affectionately to one another. Statue of legendary hero Alyssa and Meow rise from a small pound in the center of the plaza. Outfitted for battle and with a Laconian sword and animal claws equipped respectively, they have a glaring appearance to them. Main Street leads back to the south where a paved road running perpendicularly. Anyway, the Stone Avenue insists that a gravel path leading north. The road narrows immediately to the east, however, a large truck is parked in the way. It's parked facing the other direction, completely blocking the confined street. Okay. The Poemantel gravel pathway runs parallel to the central town outer wall. An old-fashioned mansion rests at the end of the road to the north. Okay. There was something before. Oh, okay, I already read this. Palm trees. The large fountains block out the intense summer sunlight, providing the pleasant shade. The sun sparkles through the swaying trees like gold coins falling on the stone pavement. They all have vast, delicately maintained yards leading up to beautiful white walls. A variety of colors, a colored curtain fluted among the windows. The paved east-west street crosses a path which gradually narrows as it runs to the north. A white three-story building is visible southward. An automatic door opened as Nate stood there, the faint scent of disinfectant came ruffling out. A young nurse trod out for a wide corridor. You better leave soon. You'll be removed from the premises if one of the doctor catches here. Okay. The path proceeds northward and gradually slopes upward, ending at a wood-built store. A bearded man and a young hunter are chatting over drink as they sit in the rocking chairs outside the establishment, upon which is attached with a sign. Okay. Sign. An image of a sword and shield embossed on the metal plate. This must be the weapon shop. He has an appearance of a craftsman. Apparently this man is the proprietor. Hunter. He carries a hunting tranquilizer on his lap and he carries it on a conversation. I can't wait to try this gun. A long arid monster would be good. I think I'll take it to the mansion. I heard it's pretty lucrative. Nia entered the place of business, but before she had a chance to look around, she felt something pierce her back and suddenly found herself slumped into the floor. She had been hit by a tranquilizer dot. The voice of young hunter was very audible in her fading memory. What a freak! There's no way I can sell this. I thought for sure it was a biomonster. Oh well, I guess I better dump it someplace else. Nia consciously finally faded. She woke to find herself in a strange place. Dump. An awfully strange hangs in the air, and a mountain of garbage extends as far as the eye can see. There's a discarded plank lying nearby, and a rabid dog rooting around the trash. It glares at Nate with vacant eyes. This is a discarded plank nearby, and a rabbit. Okay. Take the plank. And. Ooh. Okay, so I had to use the plank on this dog. Drunk, Nate bashed the enemy on the head. Oh, here we go. Oh, hopefully she doesn't die. Nice, he missed. So now that I look about it, this reminds me a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons, a little bit, the gameplay, a little bit. Okay. The creature escaped behind a heap of trash, and a pathetic yipping sound still looking in the air. Okay. Look at the garbage pile. There's nothing but junk here. Okay, look at the plank. An ordinary piece of scrap lumber is awfully light, probably palm wood. Weeds are growing out of control in this spacious but unused piece of property. Further travel to the west is precluded by a moss-covered stone wall. There's a classified style brick building to the south, the facade adorned by a sign. The breeze bring it with an unpleasant odor from the dumping grounds to the north. Sign. A symbol depicting a human clothing is displayed, Clone Labs imprinted beneath it. Crossroads, ora. The building interior is enveloped with an ominous atmosphere. In the center of the room, a thin man stands beside a pedestrian attached to the strange devices. Who would you like to have returned to you? Oh, what is this? It resembles both human and biomonster, yet is neither. What an invaluable specimen. You must let me study you. Perhaps it would be best to leave now. Okay. Hospital. Talk to the nurse so she can replenish your health. I'm sorry about your injuries, but if we let you in here, you could frighten the other patients, she explained in a compassionate tone of voice. Come this way. Nay was led to a small room where she received a first aid. Okay. Numerous online in the inner walls and the back corner of the house is some glass showcases. Hey, don't touch the glass! The owner beslows from behind the counter. The hunter who shot Nay a while ago is nearby. The owner's quiet collector, an assortment of antique guns and other rare weapons are on display. Owner. He's wearing a dreadful expression as if he had accidentally eaten a bug. Not a tasty one of that. He seems to be monitoring Nay to make sure she doesn't try anything funny with her wares. Hey, that was Sebastian back there. Don't look at me like that. Look, I'll let you have this, so lighten up. He handed Nay some jerky on his way out. Although nothing more than smoked fish meat, it represents a precious meal to the hungry Nay. Okay. A young schoolboy is playing on the porch of a residence. A white two-story home. Front porch. As she approached, the boy stopped playing and stared at Nay. They began feeling her ears. My name's Kid. Your long ears are really cool. I wish I had ears like that. But monsters have been coming here a lot recently, Kid said weirdly. What if sure that your ears don't get pulled? Hey, would you be my friend? Ah, really? Great. Say, why don't you come and play at my grandfather's place? He lives in a big mansion with a lot of animals. He's a little weird, but he's a really nice guy. I'm sure he'll like you. Oh yeah, I got something good for you. He received a pastry from his shoulder pocket and presented to Nay. This is my favorite food. It's really yummy. They made Nay feel happy. Thank you. Just then the front door opened. Kid, what are you doing? You shouldn't play with strange kids like that. Now come inside. His mother grabbed him by the hand and dragged him into the house. The deluxe biscuit emits a scrumptious aroma. Okay. Nay entered the estate house. At the end of the long way, she found herself in a room with a peculiar ambience. Every wall this laboratory is covered in drugs and revolting specimens preserved in formalin. There are also shelves packed with arcane medical books and journals. An elderly man is seated behind the desk. Clearly a disciple of science, he is wearing a white lab coat stepped into the scent of pharmaceuticals. The man's eye Weldon while he noticed Nay, who has a silent corrupt up beside him. He withdrew an old notebook from a drawer and began pursuing it on the desk, repeatedly comparing its contents with Nay's appearance. No, it can't be. Impossible. This is the one I've been searching for. It should be younger and more like a cat, with those ears. He closed his eyes and started muttering to himself, so he pondered this turn of events. He still muttered to himself, eyes shut. Those ears. No, it's not like the monster I seek. The smell coming from the medicine bottles are hanging in the air. They make Neo feel uneasy. She was dimly cognizant of some spaghetti Mary trying to resurface but couldn't quite recall. Nate took the notebook and in the records the group of a particular biomonster documented and exactly 6 months ago. I got to give it to this guy. Would you like to have returned to you? Asked the old woman seated by an machine. Use notebook on the man. The notebook was offered to the other party. Okay, never mind. Would you like? Okay, so I guess not. Wait a second, what should I do? The tower. It seems that only authorized personnel are permitted inside. Notebook on tower. Okay, let's look at the couple. Eek! The woman who was startled by Nate's appearance. What a creepy little kid. Do something about it. Hey, get lost! The man shouted, attempting to impress his girlfriend. Nate slowly backed away, and his expression never ever changes. Such a revolting brat. Shoot, get away from here. They'll be meaner than necessary to Nay. People with guilt conscience are all afraid of her. Neo felt insulated even here. Aww. Upon noticing Nay, they invariably grimace and as if behold something pleasant, while going out their way to avoid her. Oh, Nay. Notebook to the elderly man. I'm just not sure. Deep in thought, he didn't notice when Nate returned the notebook. He still mumbled to himself, eyes returned to his ears. Weird. Wait. Pastry. Okay. Hold up. Am I missing something? I think I'm missing something. Saving that for later. Hmm. Old woman. She is calm and composed, but nonetheless is a necessary uncanny presence, and we're seeing that ordinary folk don't become cloning technicians. Oh, you're the girl my son mentioned, right? I heard he was imperative to you earlier. Let me tell you first, by the way of apology. What did she say? She took out a crystal ball as she spoke. I've been doing this sort of thing for a long time. I've been interested in fate, destiny, and such. So, I've been telling people fortune as a hobby. Well then, are you ready? She stared at Nay. Nay felt intimidated by the woman's overbearing manners and gingerly took a seat. You wish to know where thou will end up. I see. You decided to belong to a loving home. She got into the crystal ball and began to prophesy. Hmm, thou shalt encounter someone special. I see a key, an old gentleman, a small animal, and a man with a scar on his face. This shook Nay, the man with a scar. Must be the hunter who led the attack on her family. If he's somewhere in the city? The other lady paused and furrowed her brow momentarily before resuming her fortune telling. You shall overcome hardships and become part of an affectionate family, but it will not last. After a brief time, you'll be parted forever. However, that was not what she actually told Nay. Good fortune await if you can surmount the obstacle bestelling you. You will persevere despite your suffering. That was the end of her divination. Thank you, Nay said timidly. Poor Shao, don't let them break your spirit. Okay, that's not it. No. I saw you standing in the shade. Hey there, my name is Roger. Oh, Rudu! I received order to get exterminate bar monster. I just about to leave. Who knows if I even survive, let alone return to this city. It was some kind of fate that I met you here. Let me give you this to remember by. Rudder placed a silver bullet pendant around Nay's neck. I just wanted to say farewell to somebody. Goodbye. He walked away, heading south. That was Rudu. Rudu. I think that was him. Anyway, now that we have the silver bullet, we can give it to the guy in the shop. Oops. Silver bullet to the owner. I can't do that. Why not? Both necklace and chain and the attached cartridge are made of silver. That's a silver bullet, isn't it? Quite rare according to the ancient manuscripts, but they were used against the wolf people. I'll let you have a weapon that will suit you well, so hand that over. He forcefully exchanged Nay's silver bullet for an animal claw. That claw was said to have been used by the legendary warrior Meow. I restored the nails and modified the base to fit a human hand. There, it's just right for you, would you say? Wouldn't you say? So I got the claw. A mighty weapon made will be worn in the hand, and sharp metal claws can be protracted at will. It fits Neil perfectly. It's wonderful. He engrossed by the bullet he took from Nay. Okay, let's get out of here. Bonk! Oh, why would you do that? Okay. Push. Okay. She said the same thing. You have to go to the hospital? Okay. Guess not. Hey you! I don't know who you are, but... Okay. A prescient aroma drifts through the open door. Name memories were ignited by this, causing her to enter into hallucinatory state, imagining that she was actually returning to her former home. Oh. Kit's house. Nate staggered into the house by mistake. The scent of pie baking in the kitchen fills the air as Kit's mother vacuums the living room. The plate is saturated with familiar warmth. Up until a half a year ago, Nate was happily living in an environment just like this. She turned her head and Nate said, "Ah, who are you? How dare you enter my house uninvited? The nerve of this shot, and so filthy too. I'll never in my life meet anyone so unpleasant. Get out here this instant." She drove Nate out through the back door. A stench hangs in the air of this narrow alleyway. The back door to the kid's house can be found at the alley west end. A field opens to the east. Barely visible dim light to the south is now a row of trash cans. A stray cat pokes its head out of one of them. It seemed to have made its home here. Okay. A compact line of houses runs to the north of this unused plot of land and on the outskirts of town. To the west proceeds a confined alleyway, and another garbage dump is visible eastward. Some men have built a bonfire for a pile of hay. Bonfire. The bonfire flares up whenever the man tosses additional fuel into it. The crimson flames brings back unpleasant memory for Nay. Her house ablaze, her parents frantically trying to escape, the mob and the cruel, scarred hunter. They all seem to be bounty hunters. Their faces are ghastly, brutal color illuminated by the light of the fire. In the middle of the group is a face Nay recognized, marked by a scar on his cheek that she could never forget. The scout hunter suddenly noticed her. What if it's that breath from before? Oh, I bet you regret coming here. He began moving to catch Nay. The alleyway culminates in a dead end, with the hunter closing in from the east in hot pursuit. Both exits on the alleyway are blocked, but nearby is a back door to the kid's house. To the south is a group of trash cans surrounded in darkness. Nay climbed inside of one of the trash cans and closed the lid over her head. A foul stench permeates the darkness. When the lid slightly opens, it's possible to peek at the alley through the gap. Nee felt a surge of anxiety rushing over her. She couldn't help but feel that she would be discovered any moment. The hunter spewed obscenities as he snatched and hurled the trash can cover in search of Nay, resulted a clamor echoing through the valley. The little bitch disappeared, but that's definitely that monster that the old man's searching for. Damn, that was a golden opportunity too. The alley became quiet again. The man who had given up left the area. It's quiet, there's no sight of nobody. The store emanates set a graveyard leading to the north. Okay. To the west, we see a confined alleyway and another garbage dump invisible eastward. It's an awful stench hangs in the air, and a mountain of garbage extends as far as the eye can see. Nothing but junk. Nay became apprehensive. When would that hunter find her again? She wanted to cling to somebody so badly that she could barely even stand it. Nay unsteadily set foot into a residential zone. The great road continued to the north and south. To the west, of which are various tall trees form an organic wall opposite of a series of packed houses to the east. Go to the houses. Private dwelling. The interior of this house is cramped yet tidy. A crumpled housewife is snogging on sweets while watching television. The woman entered, grabbed a broom and brandished it at Nay. Hey, don't come here with these filthy feet. And I just finished sweeping the floor too. Shoot, treating Nay like a cat, no respect at all. The woman entered, grabbed Okay. The quiet neighborhood with numerous houses to the east, a two-story high residence to the north marks the end of the road. The room is in disarray, very oblivious to all else. A young man is doing something on a computer. Okay. And he had a bloodshot eye and a black expression. You shouldn't enter someone's house uninvited. It distracts me and I can't focus on the game. Running an adventure game starring a girl who inherits the blood of both man and beast. The plot seems similar. Okay. Go to the north. Young man's residence. Every square centimeter of this room have been arranged to create an ambience of harmony. One of his bedside table rests a trophy and a young man sitting on the sofa in the living room. A comedian is winning to the championship in fencing tournament, a certificate and a photograph. A young man sits beside it. My, what an unusual guest. You look tired. You should rest here a while. There's nothing to worry about. You have pretty eyes. You don't look like a bad person to me, he said with a warm smile. Take it easy. His friendly smile cheered her up. What the hell happened here? Okay. Did I miss something? Okay, I think I should give it the jerky, right? Nate tried scratching it with her claws. Ski. I'm confused. Okay. I'm very confused. Those clouds surely come in handy someday. Hey, you resemble what the legendary Meow might have looked like as a humanoid girl. Am I missing something? Okay guys, I'll be right back. Let me check what I need to do, because I'm very confused. Okay, I'm back now. Now I know what to do. I have to go to the path of the mansion. Not in the mansion, like around the path of it. So you go. Let's go here. And no, this is the wrong path. Wait, oops. I meant here. path. Look around the path. The poor mantel graper runs parallel to the center part of the wall. No function. Okay. Mansion. Okay. Says to go to a mansion, and that's what I'm doing, a mansion. An eerie house surrounded by densely packed trees and a tall brick with an iron gate in front. A cab fire monster is squatting on the gate post, is gazing the way through half-shut eyes. A close inspection, there are numerous long-eared cat-like monsters on the wall and amongst the trees. The owner must really like that breed of fire monster, or perhaps they have been collected for some other purpose. As Nate watched the cats and one of them purred at her in a kinship, and a white, well-breeded kitten stared at Nate with its blue eyes. They made her happy for some reason. She was unable to fathom. She responded with a smile. There's so many more of them here. The white kitten is looking at Nate like family. Okay, now if you go down here, got a trash can, a stray cat pulls. Wait, I think do I have to talk to the cat? No. Hmm. There it is. A huge rabbit dog attacks the white kitten. Nia recognized the beleaguered feline as the same one she met at the gateway to the mansion. Use Animal Claw to the dog. Her metallic claw gleaming, Neri daringly sprang at her opponent. Ooh. Okay. Man, I missed. Oh no, I didn't. The creature escaped behind a heap of trash and pathetically jeeping still one in the air. Are you alright? Nate asked. The kitten responded by rubbing against her leg and licking her wounds. Stop that, it tickles, Nate said as she picked up the kitten and held it in her arms. Hey kitty, will you be my friend? It made a piercing sound as if in acknowledgement. Suddenly the jumped out of her arm, went nearby the manhole. It turned its head to look at Nate, then meowed at her before vanishing on the ground. And where are you going? Well, before I do that, let me heal myself. Let me heal her. So let's go to the man. Okay, there you go. Alright. Now let's follow the cat. The manhole. The cover has slipped off, the depths are pitch black, but an iron ladder attached to the side makes it possible to descend. Sewer. Nay alighted in a subterranean cavern. The dimly lit tunnel proceeds to the west. The light is streaming in from above the ground, illuminating a front ladder installed in the wall to the east. The surroundings are quite dark. Nay was able to perceive the general layout of things after her eyes adjusted to the lack of light. Mixed with an ambient noise and running water, the sound of the feline in distress can be heard coming from the west. Water pouring out of the conduit to the north merges with the main channel here. The dark tunnel continues longitudinally. Mixed with the ambient noise, water, the sound of feline distress can be heard on the west. That's what I'm doing. Suddenly, an iron grill slammed down from the ceiling, blocking the way to the west. The grating acts to keep out the vermin out. A waterway crosses the path of the tunnel to the north. Other arches are west and south. The white kitten from before is making an agitated noise nearby. The image of something moving can be seen on the other side of the waterway. The animal is facing across the waterway as it cries out for intensity. Water is streaming out of a pipe in the wall to the left. It flows over the ground like a river before, finally pouring to a hole on the right hand side. The span is not wide, but the water is flowing abundantly. Is it possible to reach the northern side without crossing it? Appears to be a small animal with a white tint. The faint cry of another feline is very audible. The junctions of two tunnels, the northern passage ending in the wall with a metal door. The sound of a machine rumbling like an earthquake can be coming from the other side. The tunnel beneath 90 degrees here. What the hell? Another right angle turns lead south and east, the latter being blocked by something massive. Two tunnels intersect here in a T-shape, but the eastern route is guarded by the iron grill. The passage comes to a abrupt end here. There's a small door embedded in the wall. It's a part of a safe where happened to be unlocked. There's a card key inside. Okay, take the card key. Nate took the card key. The surface of this wafer-thin card is blank. A cavernous room filled with a complicated network, entwined machinery and pipes. The mechanical parts are ground at the acylate. There are all sorts of gauges and monitors near the entrance, along with a control panel. Nate took a few steps backward and with a running start leaped into the air, but briefly the artificial window was wider than she had thought. She fell into the terrain current and was dragged under, but being befuddled by the indentation, she noticed herself being pulled through the darkness of tubular construct. Her lungs felt like they were on fire. Suddenly the surge of water collapsed and laying at the real end first on a stone surface with a splash. Inside a drain pipe, the pipe takes a vertical turn here. This is unexpectedly a dead end. Water falling down from somewhere far above before flowing out the pipe to the south. Sewer. Water flows on the roof from a round pipe in the north way, mixed with the ambient noise running water feelings that can be heard in the west. Oh, I was brought back. I see. I was brought back. Hold up. Can I upgrade my freaking thing now? Can I upgrade my claw? Metal claw to the owner? No. I think I have to go to that door. Hold up. Back to the sewers. There it is. Oh, something massive. Okay. Machine room. Key card was used, but it had no effect. Okay. Panel. It seems to control the entire drainage system. There's a card slot beneath it. Okay, use the card slot. Nate slid the card slot into the slot. The area promptly died down. Okay, now we can go there. Excuse me. Excuse me, I sneezed. The amount of water coming out of the pipe had already dwindled down to a trickle. The level 1 remains only an ankle deep. Okay. The tunnel goes no further. A dirty kitten is meowing faintly on the ground. Okay. probably go washed away at some point and end up getting stuck here. Seeming concerned, the white cat cuddled up its counterpart might have let Nay here in order to save the other kitten. Thank goodness, Nay said. The kitten looked up at her and purred her in gratitude. The two kittens are snugging as they accompany Nay. They appear to have a close relationship. Nay felt a little bit envious. Okay. I guess I'm done with this place. Okay. Am I missing something? Pretty much done with this place, I think. Cause the much I can do. Oh, suddenly the kitten at Nate's feet started hissing. Just then a huge lump resting in the tunnel got up and started moving. It was a giant rat. Okay, time to fight. Ooh, he is strong. Hopefully I can... Oh god. Don't die on me, Nay. Oh shit, I didn't mean... Oh, it's okay. Shit. Come on. There we go. Nice. The rat writhed in pain as the breathing failed, and the corpse finally fell into the water and became motionless. Another dead end tunnel. A faint glow sweeps out a gaping hole in the wall. The hole is large enough for the kittens to go through, but Nay cannot possibly fit inside. Her feline friend extended her an invitation, but she couldn't think of a way to pass through. But she was fretting. The kitten suddenly faced behind her and started making the howling noise. Curiously, Nay turned around only to see that the giant rat she thought she had defeated earlier was charging forward for her. Ah! Nay immediately jumped out of the way. Below, the giant rat crashed into the side of the tunnel. subsequently getting crushed as the wall crumbled. This time was death for real. Light streamed down from the overhead, illuminates a bucket being suspended in midair with a rope. The ground on the foot turned to the sludge here, and plants resembled ivories covered the walls. A circular slice of sky is visible up above. That must be the bottom of the deep well. Bucket. Ned grabbed onto it as she was able to jump, but the ground's covered with mud that she would only slip and fall if she tried. The strong roots do not break while pulled, and the stalks are thick enough to add a foothold. The kitten agilely climbed up the plants. But before Nate's eyes stands an ominous mansion. One of the rare windows is open to the south. Grass is growing rampantly on an old well. That must be the backyard of the elderly scientist's house. Voices of people engaged in a quarrel can be heard inside, along with sounds of violence. The well connects to the underground network and tunnels. Apparently the kids were passing here on the way to play. Although she made up here safely, is too afraid to climb back down. Nate subconsciously peered to the window. She beheld a familiar room, but it was not in the same condition as during her last visit. The interior was in disarray. In a collapsed center lay the old man covered in blood. Before him stood the hunter. He's looking down at the elderly scientist with a nasty look bowgun slumped over his shoulders. You've been making me hunt monster shit like crazy, you old fool. When I'm through being ordered around, where's the money? The scar on his face twitched as he let out a cruel laugh. She knew that laugh. That was the same man who burned down her house a half year ago. The man who murdered her parents. The hunter presently disappeared beyond the shadow of the bookcase. Peeking through the window, Nate can see the old man lying on the floor swelled with blood, and the hunter seemed to have laughed. The elderly man lay prostrated on the floor in his ruined laboratory. The smashed specimen bottle and the pieces of glass from the shadow window lingered the ground. A small safe in one of the corners had been ransacked. He is dying. Oh, aren't you that girl from before? If it hasn't been all that long, you got him bigger. It was astonished at her rapid development. Of course, it's you. You're Nay, right? I've been trying to find you for so long. I should have realized it sooner. My research predicted your accelerate growth exactly, but I just didn't believe it. He removed a small bottle from the pocket of his lab coat with trembling hands. Take the bottle. Nate took the small bottle. The bottle holds medicine developed by your foster parents and myself at the accumulation of our extensive biomonster research. They were both scientists and my colleague at the time. They were experimenting with the generic synthesis of human and biomonsters. The experiment failed and answered with the biosystem. Yet in spite of that, a biomonster possessing human intelligence was formed. Yes, it was you. But I consider you to be a flawed product and intend to kill you. So they fled from the laboratory, taking you with them. I suppose they might have felt pity for one born anomaly, yet it couldn't let them get away with it. He momentarily stopped speaking to painfully catch his breath. I should have just let it go instead of hired outlaw to hunt you down. That was a mistake. The cruel man murdered your parents and now me. Nay, you can sell the contents of that bottle for a high price. I'm sorry, but my recompense is so inadequate. With that, his weaving ceased. Okay. Heading south, the path between the dwelling and the hedge wide enough for one person. Some herbs are growing beside the wall. Take herbs. Nate took her its catnip. How did it make you feel euphoric? Okay. Nate sniffed the catnip. She began to feel faint. She experienced strange sensations. Nate returned to her senses with a pounding headache. These aren't ideal circumstances for this sort of thing. Okay. A slender path separated the hedge from the exterior of the house, entering in the outer wall. The broken lid suggests that someone had been through here. It's possible to reach the road on the other side from this spot. Okay. Oh, the young man. Oh, thank you. I need my health replenished. Okay, nice. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to the guy from the weapon store so he can upgrade me the animal claw. Say, that claw is really getting worn out. It could break any time, he said with a frown. $20 meseta ain't gonna cover repair costs. Frankly, you don't look like you owe anything else of value, he said bluntly. Use the small bottle. I can't do that. Okay. I think I have to give it to the guy, the scientist? No, not the scientist, the guy from the clone area. Okay, use the small bottle to the man. Oh god. Upon spying the bottle Nate was carrying, the man gasped and his eye grew wide. Isn't that the medicine I've been begging the old man to give me for ages? You must give it to me. I don't mean for free. I'll compensate you. Without waiting for a response, he snatched the bottle and pressed the 500 meseta into her hands. Now I can upgrade the weapon. Okay. Ah, it looks like you got money. Let me see. That claw. 300 meseta should cover it. Nay handed over her weapon. There, now it should be even stronger than before. I'm very pleased with it. Now we see an extra sharp animal claw. Okay, now that we're done with that, I think we can go to the tower, I think. No, I don't think so. Guess not. Oh, an empty field outside of town. A bonfire burns in the center, and besides it is that hunter again. The man looked over her shoulder and grandly broadly when he spotted her. The scar on his face convulsed as he laughed, gave him a truly horrifying visage. So it's you again. I don't have any business with your kind now. With the old man dead, there's no profit of it. But that's fine. You're an eyesore anyway. He railed his gun. Okay, let's fight. Animal claw to the hunter. Now I had 3 dice. Ooh. I'm scared. Oh god, this is not gonna be good. Oh god, hopefully she survived. Yes. The hunter groaned in pain as he collapsed. Nay fell to her knees. She had been severely injured in the battle and her vitality was drained. Just then, "Look out!" someone shouted coincident with a report of a firearm. Before she realized what had happened, Nay found herself forcibly knocked out of the way. "Damn miss," said the hunter, his voice cracking. He still had some strength left in him, but a man stood in his way, sword in hand. "Leave the rest to me. You going back to my place," he spoke nay with authority. She remembered his face. He was a young man who had treated her with kindness earlier. "That's Ruda Uses Roth." Out of the sense of relief, or perhaps simple exhaustion, Nay faded into unconsciousness. "It looks like you're awake. Feeling better?" Nay opened her eyes to discover a smiling face she recognized had been watching over her. "Okay, the young man. You you sure picked the wrong guy for an enemy. He's a wanted bounty hunter, a skilled one. Don't worry though, I already handed him over to the authorities. More important, I have a request to make of you." Nay crooked her head in curiosity. "You're a clever and courageous fighter, and pretty cute too. If you don't have anywhere to go, why not stay here a while as my little sister, since I also have no family and I'm all alone?" When his warm gaze enveloping her, she looked him straight in the eye and nodded slightly. "Great, my name is Usis. I work as an agent with Tabian government, and you are?" "Nay. Nay, that's a funny name, but I like it," he said with a smile. Nay stared at her hands and feet. She felt that both her mind and body had grown greatly in such a short time. It was as if her suppressed consciousness began to emerge, which she was treated like a human being by Usus. "Thank you, Usus." For the first time since the incident of half year ago, she could believe in other people. Nay had regained a trusting heart. Thanks to the worth of Uza's love and the prefacement of her new existence, Nay would go to mature into a beautiful young woman. Never again would she ever try to fall asleep terrified with the shadow cast by boulders. Never again would she have wandered the wasteland aimlessly, tears filling her eyes. Though she might depart from some distant land, she will always have a home to return to. Nay believed it with all her heart. "I'm not alone anymore. Usis, no matter what happens, I'll always be at your side." It was a mere 7 months before Usis would embark on a journey that shook the world. The end. Okay, that was Nay's story, and we know what happened afterwards. She died, sadly. Anyway, guys, that was Nay's adventure. So, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you into the next story, which will be Voodoo story. Anyway, bye.